Usually I start out in the fish cave because I know Bert and Ernie are waiting and hungry. But since we have some rainbow fry, some small fry, we'll start inside. The 2 tanks inside, the 55-gallon there, as well as the 29-gallon. Those timers are off right now. So we don't worry about those in the morning. Actually just feed those once in the evening. These guys get fed a few times a day. So let's start with feeding the fry here. Shout out to Tom again over at Team Aquatics for the not only the fry and everything, but hooked me up with some food too. I bought my own, but this little vial here of golden pearls has been enough to get me through a while. And we're just gonna, you know, spray a little bit on the top here. Check out where the guys are. There's a few over there. This is difficult enough to do by myself. It's even harder with one hand. There we go. Get this stuff to really spread out. It's so small. See if we can zoom in on some of them eating. So that's all we really need to cover in here. Let's go out to the fish cave. All right, what'd I tell you guys? They're waiting. Now, the lights I keep on in here, I turn them on early, so this is kind of more like the afternoon, evening for them. I gotta go feed them right away. I hate not feeding them. I wanna go feed the other, the fry while I have the fry food out, but he's hungry. So let's get them some food. I feed him a few different things. We'll feed him some sinking pellets today. Usually the big guys get to getting first. Then I'll throw some smaller pellets and some flake in. Next for today, we're gonna grab this flake and some of these sinking spirulina pellets. We're gonna come over here to this tank that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm not gonna give you guys all the habitants. Maybe you guys can check it out from the side here. This is, I'll tell you one thing that I've talked for a while about putting a dual stand here. That's gonna happen, hopefully soon. And these guys, these will be the inhabitants. The fish in here will be in one of those tanks. So I'm not going to list out all the fish here. If you've been following me on Instagram, you may have seen some of these guys because I've posted a few pictures of a few of them. But this is essentially just a quarantine tank holding here. But these fish we are keeping. All right, and next we're going to move on to over here where we have some rainbow fry, but also some baby plecos growing out. Now, these guys just hatched out about a week ago, maybe a little more, and we're gonna get these guys into a larger tank soon because the daily water changes on this are just killing me. Throw some spirulina pellets in for these guys as well. We're gonna feed the rainbow fry again over here. They all seem to be over here. Kind of see them up here a little bit. I'm gonna try to upgrade these guys soon to some baby brine shrimp. So I've never done that before. So hopefully in the next few weeks I'll have a video, me trying out some baby brine shrimp. And now we can jump over to the main rack system and start feeding over here. Usually I start with the tanks that have fish and then finish with the ones that just have shrimp. So we're gonna grab some flakes first and hit up the tanks that have fish. And this one has our 2 African butterfly cichlids. See if they can come out. Their colors have really been coming out. If I can get these guys to breed, or the longer I have them and more I know about them, I might do some like a species spotlight or some type of highlight video on them. Next we'll move down to the Lake Tanganyika. This is a Leo Lamprologus poulture tank, or the daffodil cichlid. See if we can get these guys to come out. You know, these are all still juveniles growing out, and you know, as they grow, they're gonna put on a lot more color. We move up and over to this other 20 long over here. We have some of the Cardinal Tetras. I'm not gonna show you guys all the tanks feeding. Some of them just have some, like, you know, miscellaneous mixed guppies and stuff. Not all these 16 tanks are online yet. Some of them are essentially just kind of up and running with some snails and a few, like I said, guppies or what have you, until I can, you know, move forward with all the plans, just slowly and surely. But here we are, feeding our beta. I have no idea if the name's gonna stick yet, but so far the wife has been calling him Carl. So I guess this is our beta, Carl. I turned off the lights and hope there's less glare in the tanks. We're gonna take some of these spirulina pellets and drop it in some of these tanks with some bristlenose plecos. And I switch it up. You guys heard me a lot talk about feeding green beans. When I feed green beans, these guys get green beans. Today we're not even feeding all the shrimp tanks because I alternate, and we're not feeding green beans today. Up here, there's some more bristlenose plecos. As you can see, they're kind of out and about already because of the flake I fed to the cichlids. But we'll pop a few little pellets in there as well, just because there's a trio in here. There's a few plecos and a few shrimp down here, so I'll just drop a few pellets down here because I didn't feed them yesterday. Like I said, I don't feed every tank every day. Most of the tanks out here, I do feed once a day, especially with the, you know, the fish. They get fed once a day. If I have fry, or on a rare day every once in a while, I'll feed twice. But to be honest, I'm skipping more days than I am feeding twice a day. Now for the most part, we're left with just kind of shrimp only tanks. This tank has a few multicolored shrimp in it. This tank has some more orange shrimp. And then we move down here, is this 20-gallon long down here, and it's got a bunch of shrimp. And this is actually where we put those dwarf Cajun crayfish, those orange Mexican CPO crayfish. They're in here. All right, so it's later in the evening, and now we're gonna feed the other two tanks inside. And you know what? I know I said I wasn't gonna feed it today, but we're doing it. We're gonna do it. Screw it. We're doing it. It's one of my favorite foods. I feed it to almost every tank every now and then, so let's do it. And last but not least, we're gonna feed the 29-gallon planted tank in the front room, and we're gonna get some green beans going on in here too. I appreciate you guys watching, especially to the end. If you want to see how I do all my water changes, I'll put that video right here. And if you guys want to see my latest video, I'll put that one right over here. As always, guys, stay positive and stay passionate.